team was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy. She said, were you intimate with Tory Lanez? And she said, what? And then it was like, no. And I was like, she's lying. At that point, I knew she's lying. There wouldn't be no reason for me to be around each other.
You know how every once in a while, a story hits the internet and everyone just stops and says, "Ringy, hold up." What? That's exactly what happened when 50 Cent jumped online and started dropping bombs about Jay-Z, Tory Lanez, and a supposed setup behind bars. Yeah, you read that right. According to 50, there's way more going on with Tory Lanez's situation than anyone thought. And if even half of what he's saying is true, this might just be one of the wildest stories hip-hop has seen in years. Let's break it down from the top. Zakido, Tory Lanez and the prison incident. First, let's start with Tory. After being convicted in the shooting incident involving Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez was sentenced and sent to prison, where, just a few weeks in, he allegedly got into a violent altercation. Some say he was shanked, others say it was a fight gone wrong. But either way, it wasn't some minor scuffle. The prison was quick to label it as an internal matter. But fans? They weren't buying that. Whispers started online, claims that this wasn't random, that someone had a reason to silence Tory. Enter 50 Cent. Chapter 50 Cent drops a bomb. 50 Cent is no stranger to controversy. He's built a career out of saying the things everyone else is too afraid to say. But this time, he didn't hold back at all. In a now viral Instagram Live, 50 claimed that Tory was about to tell everything before the incident happened. And he wasn't talking about just Megan. He hinted that Tory was allegedly preparing to release his side of the story in a big way, including texts, audio clips, and even details about certain behind-the-scenes influences. According to 50, Jay-Z was one of those names that Tory was about to mention, and not in a flattering way. The alleged setup. Here's what 50 Cent basically laid out. Tory Lanez, feeling wronged by how his trial played out, was allegedly planning to go public with some serious receipts, not just about the case itself, but about people he believed were influencing it from the shadows. That's where Jay-Z's name came up. Tory had previously expressed frustration with Roc Nation, Jay-Z's company, which manages Thee Stallion. And it wasn't just a business beef. Tory claimed that powerful people were pushing narratives and pulling strings to protect certain artists.
You know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Roc Nation, including you, Jay-Z. Yes. You who say you rose from the
while sacrificing others. So, when Tory ended up in the hospital after a prison fight, 50 strongly suggested it wasn't just bad luck. He straight up said, "They sent someone for him." And yeah, he was pointing fingers. Frass. Why would Jay-Z care? This is where the story goes from shocking to complicated. Jay-Z, as the head of Roc Nation, has a massive influence in both music and entertainment. Megan is one of their biggest stars. If someone were to release information that discredits her, or the case against Tory, it could shake up everything. From a business standpoint, it would be messy. From a legal standpoint, even worse. So 50's theory is this. To protect the brand, the narrative, and certain careers, someone had to make sure Tory stayed quiet. And what better place to make that happen than inside prison, away from cameras and press? Wild? Absolutely. But people are listening. Fans react. The internet lit up after 50's comments. Some people said he was reaching, stirring the pot just to stay relevant. Others applauded him for saying what they've suspected all along. You've got one camp calling it conspiracy talk. The other camp, they're connecting dots, pointing to inconsistencies in the trial, and asking why Tory suddenly got hurt right when he was allegedly planning to speak out. Megan's supporters have pushed back hard, saying the focus should be on the victim, not the person convicted. But Tory's fans are now louder than ever, demanding an investigation into what happened in that prison. The silence from Jay-Z. What's Jay-Z saying? Absolutely nothing. No statement, no post, no denial. And that silence is what's fueling the fire. Because Jay's usually selective with his public words, but in situations like this, when his name is being dragged through the mud, people expect something. The longer he stays quiet, the more people start to wonder if there's some truth to what 50 is saying. Whether you believe 50 Cent's claims or not, you can't deny the weight they carry. When someone with his reach starts talking, the world listens, and right now, everyone's leaning in. Is Tory the victim in more ways than one? Is Jay-Z really involved? Or is this all smoke and no fire? Only time and receipts will tell. Want to stay ahead of the real stories behind the headlines? Hit that subscribe button now and don't miss what drops next, because this story is far from over.